Hey y'all, my name is Kashina and I wanted to come on and make a video and talk about what my life is like living with multiple myeloma. Um, I was diagnosed in 2016 with this disease, this cancer, and what it is, it's a blood cancer that invades the plasma in the blood and it affects the white blood cells, so I'm more likely to catch diseases and sicknesses. And it also accumulates the cancer in the blood cells, causing it can cause bone lesions and decrease bone density. So I just want to tell you my story. So let's throw back to 2015. I was a nurse working at a nursing home, and there's this little lady was trying to put a wheelchair pedal on her wheelchair. So I walked up to her and asked her if I could help, and I did. I reached down and I bent over to put it on. And when I stood back up, it felt like my diaphragm went underneath my rib cage. And when I stood back up, it popped. And I'm like, wow, that hurt. I continued to work my shift, finish up. Well, the next day, I can barely get out of bed. And I was like, well, I've never had a fractured rib before, but I think it's broke. And I know being a nurse, there's not much they can do, but I wanted to make sure that's what was going on. So I went to the hospital and they did an x-ray. And while I was also there, they did a urinalysis. Doctor come back in. He says, yeah, you do. You got a broken rib. And I'm like, wow, okay. And he says, well, I got a question for you. Are you diabetic? And I'm like, diabetic? No, I don't believe so. He says, well, when I checked your urine, you had a lot of glucose and protein in it. I'm like, you're diabetic. And I'm like, I got a broken rib and now you think I'm a diabetic. So he wanted me to follow up with my primary, which I did. She did some more lab work and it come back saying that I was not a diabetic, but I was in stage 3 chronic kidney failure. So I'm, oh my God, chronic kidney failure at 36 years old. So she sent me to a nephrologist. Now, with this nephrologist, um, I went almost a year and a half to him. He did every test he could think of, and he couldn't determine what was causing my kidneys, to decline. I was losing electrolytes, so I would have to take supplements. And like I said, he just didn't know what he was said. He ended up diagnosing me as having proximal tubular defect in the kidneys, which he claimed was caused by having children. As a nurse, I didn't quite agree with that because never heard of that. So went on Google, and all the time, every time I put my symptoms in, multiple myeloma was there. So I've mentioned it to him a few times. So you think I might have multiple myeloma? He says, oh, no, you're too young. We don't see multiple myeloma in young people your age. I'm like, okay. But I just went on because he's the doctor. So, like I said, it was coming about the November. No, it was like getting close to the end of 2016. And he says, went back with another broken rib, and he drew my blood and he checked it, and it showed that my platelets had dropped. And right then he knew something was going on with me more than he could figure out. He says, I think it's about time for you to go to a bigger city with better doctors that's more experienced. I'm like, oh, really now? I was thinking. So I did. I went to Gainesville, which is our big town that has big hospital there. And first doctor I seen, he did the lab work, and he come to me. He says, We found an abnormal protein in your blood. And I looked straight at him. I said, is it multiple myeloma? He said, who told you that? I said, I'm a nurse. And I kind of always had a feeling that's what it was. So he sent me on to a hematologist. And yes, she confirmed in December that I had the first stages of multiple myeloma. Right now, with the grace of God and prayers from my friends and family, I'm still stable. With this disease, I could be this way for 10 years, but I haven't to start treatment. Or I can go to the doctor the next time and I'll have to start then. But I try to stay positive, try not to think of it too much and let it affect my daily life, but it has. I just recently had to give up my nursing career, and because it was too much. I was working somewhere that was up and down, helping the doctor, and the procedures we had to stand up would almost bring me to tears because in one of my hips is a lesion has formed, and it caused severe pain, like a, to me, I would say it's a ice pick sticking in my hip. So I decided, what's best for me and my family was give up something I love, which was nursing, because the stress and toll on my body was going to be too much, and I want to be here as long as I can for my babies. So, needless to say, that's how, and I have to go every few months to go get checked up. But September is blood cancer and blood disease awareness month. Now, next month, October, is breast cancer month. And my family, I'm worried about me and my girls because bills are coming up. I filed for disability, but that could take months to even get. So I decided, after many days of stressed out and talking to God, I finally come up and I finally got this feeling because I'm very intuitive. My gut was telling me, use your voice, use your talent. He wasn't always given nursing as a talent. So I got with my mom and we decided to come up with a bracelet that will represent multiple myeloma, the blood cancer month, and breast cancer month. So here it is. As you can see, it's used rose quartz stones, and it promotes healing and opens the heart chakra, helps with sleeping, with good dreams, and I add a little bit of bling bling. And these are lava stones. And I put a little touch of my own, and probably every one of them will have something different just to represent me. So if you're like me, fighting cancer, or somebody that's beat the fight against cancer, or somebody that lost their life to cancer, and you want to help support and raise money, because eventually that's what I want to do, is get through this hard time. And my daughter, she has an 8th grade trip coming up. Just found out about it. $2,700 for me and her to go. Now, if I can't go, that's fine. I understand. But so I'm trying to do something to help my family and raise money. So if you would like to purchase this with donations of $10, and if you feel in your heart that you want to give more, then it'd be greatly appreciated, and you will be blessed. So you can link it to my PayPal, leave an address, and as soon as I get it into the mail, it'll be yours. And kind of tell me if if you have a small wrist or a large wrist, because me, I'm big boned and I got a big wrist. But here, I'll put it on and let you see what it looks like on. I thought it was very pretty, and to help support, cancer awareness and blood cancer, I wanted to do something, to help show support for it. So if you would like and share this and hit subscribe so my channel can grow. And if you'd like to purchase a bracelet, like I said, it'd be greatly appreciated. Love y'all.